I use cerulean blue hue, white, and paint thinner for the first coat of the sky. I was careful not to paint over the sketch of the lighthouse. For the second layer, I used manganese blue hue, white, and fat medium. So far, manganese blue hue is my favorite color for the sky. I use Portland gray light and titanium buff to capture the afternoon light on the clouds. I completely forgot that I could tape the lighthouse sketch to protect it while painting. I used warm white for the highlights on the clouds. This is my largest painting so far, 24 by 30. I started working on the lower half section of the painting. I started by applying the first layer of paint to the grass area using burnt umber, raw sienna, ultramarine blue, and paint thinner. For the green patches, I used phthalo blue and diocesan purple. At this stage, I focus on covering the canvas without adding too much detail. I cover the rest of the hue with a brownish red color mixed with paint thinner. I outline the details and lights of the cliffside at the bottom using burnt umber and India red mixed with paint thinner. I use a mixture of burnt umber and ultramarine blue for shading of the cliff. I painted the sunlit area of the hue using a mixture of India red, Venetian red, yellow ochre, and white. I created a base color using Venetian red, India red, burnt umber, and yellow ochre. From this, I could add darker or lighter colors to create shading or highlights on the cliffside as needed. added burnt umber to the base color for the cast shadow of the cliff. I had wanted to paint this lighthouse when I first started with oil painting. However, I decided to give myself time to practice. After completing 7 paintings, I finally started painting this lighthouse. I felt confident and ready for the challenge, knowing that I had enough practice beforehand. I roughly painted the small tree at the bottom of the canvas. I began working on the lighthouse. There were many details with broad shapes or straight lines that require a steady hand. I carefully worked on the top part of the lighthouse, paying special attention to the surrounding sky to avoid any mistakes. I used a mixture of burnt umber and ultramarine blue to outline the details of the balcony and upper parts of the lighthouse. For the shading on the building, I used a mixture of Portland gray deep, Portland gray medium, and warm white. I continued painting the other shaded parts of the building using the same mixture. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. For the roof of the building, I wanted to use a similar color to that of the hill, so I mixed Venetian red with burnt umber and yellow ochre. For the parts of the building directly hit by the sunlight, I used warm white. I added some small details to the lighthouse. For the grass, I used a dagger brush to create lines of grass. started working on the green scrubs using sap green and dioxazine purple for shading. I used chromium oxide green for the base, then added highlights by mixing chromium oxide green with white. I painted the rest of the green scrubs using the same method. I didn't like how the grass looked too uniform. I used a filbert brush to create some darker areas using burnt umber and ultramarine blue. I then created highlights on the grass using either yellow ochre or a mixture of burnt umber, ultramarine blue, and white. I was much happier with how the dry grass looked compared to before. I added patches of dry grass to the hill. I added shading to the hill using burnt umber and India red. For highlights, I added straight raw sienna. I painted green bushes at the bottom of the hill similar to the ones before. Let's take a look at the finished painting. Thank you for watching.